Hi, welcome to my views and news. Some news stories from Ethiopia, Somaliland, and Somalia. 2024 started 7 days ago. Bad start to a new year with rising tension in the Horn of Africa. Somaliland military chief has arrived in Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. What is being discussed? What is on the agenda? Meetings being held between top security officials on the two sides, Ethiopia and Somaliland. It is for you. Secondly, a protest was held, a rally was held rather, in support of the MOU between Ethiopia and Somaliland in Ethiopia. Rally was held in the Amhara region. By the way, most Fano groups, Fano activists opposed the MOU between Ethiopia and Somaliland. Where was this rally in support of the MOU held? What is the significance? And what is happening in the Somali region of Ethiopia, where Somalis live? Any news from there? Any protests, any rallies in support of or against the MOU between Ethiopia and Somaliland? First, viewers, regional alignment changing, or you can say we're seeing a new regional alignment. This new regional alignment took shape after the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Abiy, a few weeks ago delivered a 45-minute long speech, and he tried to prove that Ethiopia had natural rights to gain access to the sea. And then we saw statements from Eritrea, Somalia, Djibouti, all rejected PM Abiy's position. PM Abiy doubled down on his narrative, saying that Ethiopia would have access to the sea, yes, through negotiation, through dialogue. And we saw a campaign launched by Ethiopian government official state media. And the campaign targeted the neighboring country, especially Djibouti. And the campaign was meant to send a message to neighboring countries that no matter what happens, Ethiopia must have access to the sea. This is an existential issue for Ethiopia. And then we saw that 5 days ago, Ethiopia signed an MOU with Somaliland. Somaliland agreed to give land to Ethiopia, coastal land. In return for Ethiopia, recognize Somaliland as a country. Since the signing of the MOU, we have been seeing hot statements, fiery statements rather, from Somalia and Somaliland as well. Somalia has rejected the MOU. Somalia's parliament, two houses, passed legislation nullifying Ethiopia-Somaliland MOU. And we saw that Hassan Sheikh is contacting his allies, his likely allies. He wants to form a regional alliance against Ethiopia. He wants to thwart the deal between Ethiopia and Somaliland. That is why he's in Asmara. Today he arrived in Eritrean capital. Who invited him? Did Isaias Afwerki invite him? Or did he go on his own? I think no invitation. Because Eritrean Information Ministry has not confirmed that Eritrea invited Hassan Sheikh. I think it was on his own that he decided to visit Eritrea, maybe telephonic conversation between Isaias Afwerki and Hassan. And then Hassan decided to visit Eritrea. This visit crucial. The two are expected to speak jointly. We'll see that. So while Hassan Sheikh is in Asmara, Somaliland military chief has arrived in Addis Ababa. Ismail is his name, a general, and today he landed in Addis Ababa. He held a meeting with Birhanu Jula, Ethiopian military chief. What is the agenda? 2 points. Firstly, uprising in Odal state, where Loghaya is situated. How will military pacify the people there? Somaliland military. How are players, internal, external, trying to exacerbate the situation? And should Ethiopia start taking over the land in Loghaya? How can Ethiopia seize the land, take control of land, coastal land in Loghaya? These are important agenda points reportedly. And a symbolic visit as well, because Hassan Sheikh, if he is in Asmara, Somaliland chief is in Addis Ababa, symbolic message too from Somaliland that it won't withdraw from the deal. Ethiopia also sending the same message that it won't withdraw from the deal. Will Ethiopia wait for the dust to settle and then start its activities regarding taking over of coastal land in Somaliland? Or will it immediately take over the land? That remains to be seen. So, for tensions rising, key developments likely to happen in the next 48 hours, I think. We're monitoring the situation. Meanwhile, Somaliland passed a counter resolution today. 2 days ago, Somalia's parliament passed a law declaring Ethiopia-Somaliland MOU null and void. Somaliland parliament passed a resolution today condemning the alleged interference by Somalia in Somaliland's internal matters. After that, the president office issued a statement. Somaliland president office says that Somaliland has signed several MOUs with countries in the past. There was never such a reaction from Somalia. How can Somalia call into question, how can it violate Somaliland's sovereign territorial integrity? Somaliland lawmakers say that what Somalia is doing is a violation of Somaliland's territorial integrity and sovereignty. So both are using same terms. Somalia says Ethiopia is violating its sovereignty, territorial integrity. Somaliland says Somalia is violating its sovereignty, territorial integrity. So this is the situation. So far, no de-escalation. Tension still persisting between the two sides. Players becoming involved. Players not on good terms with either Somalia, Somaliland, or Ethiopia. They have the access to grind. They are getting involved. Situation is set to deteriorate, I think. Secondly, Ethiopia, where a rally was taken out today in support of the MOU. We've seen just one rally in Ethiopia. Today was the second rally. One rally we saw was held in Dassi a few days ago, I think 4 days ago. After the MOU was signed, next day, a rally was taken out in Dassi in support of the MOU. Dassi is in the Amhara region of Ethiopia. It's in South Wollo. Another rally again in South Wollo. Habro. Habro is a town in South Wollo, and today a rally was taken out there in support of the MOU between Ethiopia and Somaliland. So 2 rallies in support of MOU in Amhara region. No rally in Addis Ababa. No rally in Tigray. No rally in Gambela. No rally in BG. No rally in Oromia as well. I have not seen, by the way, correct me if I'm wrong, I have not seen any rallies there. No rally in Afar. It is happening in Somali region, which is the most important region regarding the deal between Ethiopia and Somalia. Because through Somali region of Ethiopia, Ethiopia will gain access to the sea in Somaliland. How is the mood in Somali region of Ethiopia? What are people saying? When Musi Bey Abdi visited Ethiopia and he signed the MOU, he visited Somali region of Ethiopia. He was welcomed by Mustafa Umar, the president. And Mustafa Umar that day wore a jacket and cap, blue colored jacket and cap. And people claimed that Mustafa was sending a symbolic message to Somaliland that he was with Somalia, because blue is the color of Somalia's flag. Though Mustafa did not say anything which should be seen as pro-Somalia. He warmly welcomed Musi Bey Abdi, the Somaliland president. But there is mysterious silence in the Somali region of Ethiopia. No statement from the Somali region government. No statement from opposition parties. No statement from ONLF. No statement from no statements, no protests by civil society. By the way, do the people of Somali region of Ethiopia see themselves as Ethiopians or Somalis? I think this conflict between Ethiopia and Somalia is going to show the fissures between Somali region of Ethiopia and Ethiopia or Ethiopian federal government. This silence indicates that there are problems in the Somali. Obviously, protests cannot be held. Protests not allowed. Anti-government protests not allowed. No one can protest in Ethiopia against the MOU. Why is that there is no protest in support of MOU in Somali region? I mean, there are problems. Do the people of Somali region see them as Somalis? And they believe that Ethiopia is trying to annex Somaliland? Is it the general feeling, impression in the Somali region? Difficult to say, but overall, there's very mysterious silence in the Somali region of Ethiopia. Well, I held some private conversations with politicians in Somali region of Ethiopia. They're not happy with this deal. They, especially opposition are not happy with this MOU between Ethiopia and Somaliland. But they don't want to make their concerns public. They're waiting for the dust to settle. Somali region's position is going to be very crucial and strategic in coming days. What will the regional government, groups in the region, opposition parties say and do in coming days? Will they issue diplomatic statements or will they take sides? That we'll see. So far, two rallies in support of MOU in Ethiopia, both were taken out in South Wollo zone of the Amhara region. Thank you for watching.